You want to position yourself for next year, this year. What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. Man, hope y'all having a good day. Look at that, man. We got some sun out. We still got some dark clouds around, but you know, we're at the stage now. We just got to take what we can get. Well, we're always at that stage. We're at the mercy of the elements. I'm about to go over into the next county and take care of the other bank. And I got El Romo and 002. They're taking care of what we had in this area, in this county, and one county over. So we're in 3 counties today. I only have 1 property to do over there. It looks like my dog's coming home there. We only have 1 property to do over there. They went to the groomer. In case you're wondering about my dogs, they're not driving. Rascal can't have a license. He's too bad for that. Rascal's actually not even with them. It's Lucky and Paisley. One went to get a bath, and the other one got groomed. So, and T-Rex, my daughter's dog's with them. Anyway, I'm hoping this one over here is dry enough to cut most of it. We haven't had a whole lot of rain the last couple of days, and so I want to go over there. I do have the Pushmore with me, because if that one area has not, whatever I can't get the stander on out front of the fence, I'm going to probably, as bad as I hate it, put the Pushmore on it. So, take it 22 inches at a time. Take 3 passes of me walking. Yeah, my gas light's gonna come on here for long. I'm at a 1/4 of a tank, just a hair under. This thing burns some fuel pulling that. But anyway, that's what we got going on today. I think they got about 7 to do. They didn't leave till lunchtime. It's 1:20 now. I don't know if I want to go straight here or if I want to turn, because I would be willing to bet that somewhere down there they're doing road construction, and it's really not any further to go this way. I don't see any construction vehicles out today though, but I'm not going to gamble on it and sit there and wait 10 minutes, because in that 10 minutes I could almost edge the bank. So I need that 10 minutes, and I got to stop and get gas. That's what I can do for that 10 minutes. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of what we got going on today. Got a couple other properties that I've been asked to look at between yesterday and today. 3 calls. One's from the property manager. I think I mentioned that in yesterday's video. Another one is from another teacher that my daughter works with. My daughter and my wife teach at the same school, and so, well, one of my daughters and my wife. So I'm gonna look at hers and see if it's something we can do. And then I got a call from a lady I did a work for a long time ago, needing something taken care of in her beds. And I still got the beds to finish at my daughter's. I got a whole nother bed, trim, and pine straw to do. I thought about doing that today, but then I said, you know what? I got to get the cutting done. And I was going to go do hers and then go cut. But what I'm going to do is cut, and depending on how I feel when I get done with that, and what the weather looks like, I'll decide what I'm going to do. Man, October can't get here fast enough. It can't get here fast enough, man. I am so looking forward. How about this? Elroy's at the doctor this morning. He had a doctor's appointment. And I guess something come up about what he does. And so he told me, oh, well, we cut grass. And the doctor said, really? He said, well, I own these 2 vacant lots. If you remember yesterday, I was riding through, the last video I was riding through, and I said, well, those look like, I don't know if those are empty lots or what they are. Well, they're this doctor's lots. And he said, well, I need somebody to cut them. He said, I got this in my house under contract, but the guy hadn't been there in 3 weeks. Now, we'll take them because I didn't even think there was any weed eating on them. There may be an electrical box or a phone box or something out there. Heck, Elro could trim that if he had to. You know what I mean? And that's something that he can go out and do by himself. So I definitely wouldn't turn those down if, you know, if he wants to pay my market price for them, you know. And he asked Elro about what the cost would be and all of that. And he said, well, you know, it just depends on how much time it takes us, how much trimming, yada yada yada. Now I don't know if his house will be included in that. I'm not sure exactly what all he was wanting done, but I'm gonna go see him anyway, you know. And there again, you know, you may be saying, well, why are you're already complaining, you're behind, you don't have no help, you know, what are you thinking, man? I ask myself that question a lot. But here's the thing, and I think this is important, and this might just be what the video's about. You want to position yourself for next year, this year. You want to position yourself for next year, this year. Now, what do I mean by that? You want to have as many options as you can going into the next season. And then from those options, you choose what is best for you. You choose what's best for your business. And again, this will work in any kind of business where you have reoccurring revenue from the same people, right? So you clean houses, you clean gutters, you clean windows, you mow lawns, you know, you do landscape, whatever the case is, where you have reoccurring customers. Now, this doesn't work if you're building a house for somebody necessarily, or you build cabinets for somebody. Yeah, you might get to build 2 or 3 sets for them over the course of their lifetime, but this is not going to be, unless it's a contractor, but this is not going to be reoccurring every week, every couple of weeks, you know, once a month revenue, if you will. So, I want to be in a position, I already know we're going to drop some properties. The only thing that's going to stop me from dropping some properties is if I happen to have the right person come along over the course of the off season that I really believe, you know, wants to work. And that's going to be, it's going to be pretty hard to convince me to keep all of these properties based on somebody wanting to work, okay? But that could happen. It could be the right person. Now, I'm thinking about a couple of other creative ways to drop some of these customers. And I'm not going to talk about that in this video. I'm going to talk about it. I need to talk to some people first. But I'm considering the option of handing these off to somebody. Now, I'll just let your imagination run wild from there. Man, the Nissan was thirsty today, 16.2 gallons. I think it holds like 21 or something like that. So that's low for me. I don't hardly ever get a vehicle under a quarter of a tank. But what happens, I get out there running around the countryside where there ain't no gas stations at, doing stuff, and then that happens. So, but anyway, yeah, this is going to be a long video of me just rambling on. So, keeping all the, my main points is, so just keeping the options open for the next year. I don't, there's no viable way that I can see that I can keep all the properties that I have. Right now in the summertime, this is what it would take. I figured it up the other day, and in the heat of the cutting season, I mean, when everything's growing, you're looking at about between 80 and 100 man hours a week yeah, between 80 and 100 man hours a week. So that, you know, if you're doing the math, that's 2 guys either working, you know, 40 to 50 hours a week, or, you know, 3 guys and they getting around 30 hours in that neighborhood a week. Of course, now I'm gonna always do some of it. I enjoy doing it, and my ideal situation would be to cut a day and a half a week. So, and when I say a day, you know me, a day is 10 or 12 hours. So, you know, that's what I would like to do. You know, so when you take that off, let's just say that I'm gonna do 16 hours. So I'm gonna do, you know, 10 and 6. That still puts you, you know, up there pretty high. And so Elro 3 days is all he wants. And, you know, Elro's in his 70s, and 3 days out in that heat, you know, like he said, man, I need a recovery day. And so I think it's even tough on him when we do, and he don't complain about it. He does whatever needs to be done, you know, but I think, you know, when we have a long day Thursday and a long day Friday, it's rough on him. Of course, it's rough on them young guys out there on the trimmers and edgers, and me if that's what I'm out doing. So I obviously can't keep all that work. And so now how we get through that in the summertime is, you know, I got Elro and at least 3 more guys. And so when they end up with, you know, 25 hours a piece or whatever, well, that's that 100 hours. You know, and that includes cutting and travel and all that. When I say 100 hours a week, I'm talking about, that's considering if we go out and, you know, we cut 12 properties and we got to travel 70 miles to do it. So, so keeping all that, doing this on the side is really not an option. Because there again, if I hire somebody, unless I'm absolutely convinced that they're going to stay and do the job, you know, I could put that person with Elro, and they could cut 3 days a week. That person could cut 2 days by themselves. Of course, I'm going to cut a day and a half a week or whatever, and then still, you know, use the young guys in there too to help out. You know, with like 002 works every Friday, and as long as he keeps the schedule he's got, you know, that's what he's going to work. Now, I will say this. My plan next season is to get away from cutting on Friday, because I don't like having to do all this cutting on Friday, and then it pushes us into Saturday if we have a lot of rain or whatever the case might be. And I think, you know, I may lose a customer or 2 over that, because they want, you know, they want it done on Friday, and because I've been doing it for them on Friday, you know. But that's going to be up to them. I mean, if that's what they want to do, there again, that'll just help me. That's going to help me in my process of slimming down the schedule. All right, let me show y'all what I did. What y'all think about that? I cut what I could, but they ain't putting no push more out there, man. There's water standing. So, oh, let me run out in front of this vehicle real quick. If not, I'm gonna have to wait 2 minutes for all that other traffic to clear. Yeah, I couldn't put a push more out there, man. Yeah, I'm gonna run by and look at a couple of these properties up in town while I'm out and about, and you know, see what needs to be done. And see, by the time I go back to the house, because I got to go all the way out there where I live at to get the straw, and then turn around and drive 25 minutes to the customer's house. So I'm 45 minutes from the house here. That's for, see, by the time I get the straw and get out there, man, it'd be 5 o'clock. And I got to trim all them hedges and put the straw down. I'm not going to have time to do it. And that's why I was worried about going out there first, not having time to come do this. And I really didn't want Elro and 002 to drive, you know, well, it'd have been an hour and 15-minute round trip for them. So I would have been paying 2.5 hours of labor, you know, together for them just to ride over here and cut that one little property. And I trimmed a hedge while I was there too, a big Laura Pedlum. Yeah. That little bank there is easy, man, easy. Other than being wet. So anyway, let me get off of here because I know this thing's already going to be long, and see what I get into. I got to go by the dealer and pick up my trimmer. So might buy something while I'm there, who knows. Anyway, I'll check back with y'all. All right, here's part of this property we're looking at here. See, my question is, I don't know if anything gets done out here because they want full service, year-round contract, everything. And I'm gonna have to ask her about this, because see, the people doing it, we'll see about blowing that roof off too. The people doing it, see like how well maintained this is, but she wants this pine straw up. Look how, I don't know if y'all can tell how tall that is. Maybe that'll give you a point of reference. They got to build up around these trees high. And I really don't want to have to be bagging this stuff. But you'll be coming every 2 weeks, so it shouldn't be that bad. Every 2 weeks in the winter, once a week in the growing months. So this is just like the banks, same schedule, 42 services a year. But oh, sorry about that, man. Didn't nobody get hurt, did they? Yeah, it'd be a good little property. It's about an acre, and that's the front. So you got pine trees, pine cones, sticks, and see, she's gonna want that stuff cleaned up every time you come. I mean, their yards around here, they want to keep them looking pretty good, you know. So this ain't a come in here and chop up the pine cones and blow them up against the base of the tree and all the pine straw against the base of the tree. I mean, it's a well-maintained property. So this is gonna fall into probably, you know, about like I quote out the bank, I guess. You know, I don't know. We just gonna have to see. Man, these guys running around right now with all kind of trailers, brother, trying to. That dude back there, he's new to it. I just started seeing him this year, and so there's some competitors right there, man. Beautiful Landscaping Services LLC. Hey, buddy, y'all doing all right?
Yeah, how you?
I'm good, man. You ain't having no trouble finding no work, are you?
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, this rain's been something, ain't it? That dude was ready to get to work, man. I talked to him about a minute. He said, all right, good day. Yeah, he's probably like me, like, man, I got way too much to do to be standing around talking to somebody. He's Hispanic, and he probably, I don't mean this, I hope all y'all know me well enough to know not to take something the wrong way. A lot of times when I stop and try to talk to them guys, they just yes, and you know, the vocabulary is very limited, because you know they don't know a ton of English. Now all of them know enough English to do what they got to do, because he did ask me if I live in Jessup, and I said no, I live in Scriven. And but I have noticed stopping sometime talking to the guy, because I'll just stop and talk to him, or if I see him at the gas pumps, man, I go over and talk to him, like I say, introduce myself to him, like I've said before. Man, I ain't out here trying to fight nobody. I ain't trying to fight nobody over getting a yard. I mean, if they want it, they can have it. Any of them I got. Heck, they can even have mine. Take Z-Man's job away from me. But, you know, anyway. All right, I got to run by the dealer and pick up my trimmer. Let me get off here. All right, here's the next one we quoting. You wanna know how tall that is? That's up to my waist. Like it's got some pretty good grass down under it. Got a bunch of centipede in it. Let's see, they've been letting it get like this every time. Look at that. He said he's fixing to rent this one. I don't know if he wants anything done in the beds or not. I think he probably just wants the grass cut. Yeah, like they working inside. I see some some grout and stuff laying on the porch, so they've probably been used to have a window unit, I guess. Leaked and rotted everything out, looks like. Backyard's real simple. Big old wasp nest up there. Man, you get straight snake bit out here. See, this is the kind of stuff you deal with. See that? Look at all this. They threw all this tile and stuff out the back door. Well, I don't guess it. Yeah, tile. See, I'm not messing with that. Which I went. Oh well, I guess this is a concrete patio. Okay, maybe. Okay, it is at least on the patio, so it just needs to be scooped up and thrown away. But I'm not quoting that. Got a new AC unit, man. More wasp. Well, the trimming is limited. You know, you could probably trim it up in 20 minutes or so. Maybe 30, because you got a chain link fence down that side. But see, I don't know this guy well enough yet, so I'm gonna have to send him a price. I mean, now, you know, after a couple of times, we might build a relationship to where he just said, hey, I don't care, man, I just need it done. But we ain't worked together long enough for that. See, here's stuff you got to watch out for. Look at that. I don't know what that goes to. Is there water down there? Tell you what, now you do these cleanups, man, you can make some good money. Take a $50 yard, charge them $200 to come in and do it, you know. But you better walk the yard. You better walk the property. Because if there's a water faucet or something out in here and you mess around and hit that thing, now you've got to run to the hardware store and get, you better hope it's PVC. Anyway, somehow you got to fix it. See, I don't know what this is, but this is suspect here. Okay, this is water. You hit that with a mower blade and you got a problem, buddy. That looks like the only thing in there. Yeah. And then see, you know, I know this is the customer's fence, but I have to trim down this side at least. So, that Nissan, boy. Huh? All this Ford, Chevy, Dodge, all y'all fighting. Nissan, baby. I like my Fords too now. Here's another big patch of grass. I don't think there's anything in it. Anytime you see a big patch like that, though, you wonder, you go, okay, is something there? You know? Surprised I ain't seen a water spigot anywhere out in this yard. Probably find that when I get on the mower, huh? You got to be careful, man. Got to be careful. See, I wish it was that side that was overgrown. This is the side that's really overgrown. If that side was overgrown, I'd push it out into the wood line. But here, man, you're going to have to chop this stuff up. Golly. But, you know, I'll give him a price on it. He say yay or nay. He told me if I couldn't get to it, he was going to go rent. We got a rental place here that's got an X1, I think, and a Super Z. And he said if I didn't have time to do it, he'd go down there and rent a Hustler and get it done. He wants a Hustler, but the dealer here can't even put in the order for one. That's how backed up they are, I guess. I don't know. They're not even taking orders, apparently. I mean, I was thinking about ordering one and having it next year. And so, anyway, that's what we got. All right, since the last time I talked to y'all, I've been all over the world, man. It's 6 o'clock at night. I hadn't done any work, but I've been dragging the trailer around getting 10 miles to the gallon. I've driven 61 miles today and I've cut one property. I went back to look at that first property I'd looked at because there was just so much there that the previous company didn't look like they were maintaining, and I didn't know what the customer's expectation was. I didn't want to give a price based on what was being done and then turn around and find out that, okay, you was expecting that I would do the stuff that they hadn't been doing, you know what I'm saying? So after I left that overgrown property, I rode out and looked at another one, just a little landscape project that needs to be done. Probably not going to do that one, but anyway, I looked at it. I went and cut another yard. I did cut another yard. So I said, I'm going to cut the 2 yards at the lake. And then this lady texted me to tell me she was home. So I said, well, I cut one of them, went back up there to see her and to get a better idea of what she wants done. And this is, again, this is one of my daughter's co-workers, so certainly want to be fair. This isn't just, I mean, I'm fair to everybody, but you know, and I just told her, I said, look, I'll send you a price. I can tell you it's not going to be the cheapest one. You know, it's not going to be the cheapest one, but you know, we'll do what we say we're gonna do. So she's been under contract. She's fine with doing the contract, which again is fine with me because that's year-round work. And look, I don't really care about the contract. You know, I've talked about this in another video, but I don't care about the contract in the sense that I'm gonna get paid year-round. I will get paid year-round from a contract, but the money is the same. But for us here, if you're doing a year-round contract, it means that you have work year-round. So you got something to do in the off-season, you know. So now in the off-season, I got the banks, I got a couple of doctor's offices, I got the college, potentially this customer here. And so it keeps you going about a day a week in the off-season. And then, you know, we can still do landscape and stuff like that if we want to. You know, with any extra time we got, or the guys want to get some hours or whatever, we can go out on a Saturday or whatever and do a landscape project or whatever. But clean up, you know, that kind of thing, leaf cleanup. But we don't have to have those things if we got at least a day of work that we can do. You know, if I can always wait till a Saturday and let, you know, 3 of them go out and take care of everything and me not even have to work. And it gives them something to do, letting them make them a little bit of money. So anyway, yeah. So that's basically what we got. Elromo and 002 sent me a message about 30 minutes ago. They were at the last property, so they got there about 5:30, 5:45, somewhere in there. It's 6:08 now. I think they actually, I said they got there. They were actually on the way there when they messaged me. So I don't know how far out they were. But anyway, they've been working since 11:45. So they're about to hit, gonna hit the 7-hour mark. But they had a lot of riding to do. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video because this thing is probably 35 minutes long. So hope if it's not that long, it's gonna be because I edited a lot of stuff out for y'all. So anyway, hey, I do appreciate you watching, and my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.